Hey guys, it's your girl Kim J, and right now you're locked on to Extra Time TV. Take a look.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Extra Time TV. This is Andres Soklal.
I'm Kevin Campbell.
And Dennis Lawrence for the Trinidad Tobago football fans has cut down his 24-man squad to 20 to face Grenada this Saturday. So Kevin, some new call-ups to the team. Dennis Lawrence had a pretty good game against Mexico. We all know about that controversial offside call that has been driving everybody crazy. A lot of people spoke about it, but so he's preparing, he's playing Grenada. A lot of people have question marks about the type of opposition. But so far, Dennis Lawrence, we've seen his impact on the team. But we're just going to speak about the squad. There's a couple new names. Kevin, what do you think about the call-ups?
Yes, Sanjay. We traveled to St. George's, Grenada for a game, and I think that games like this is really important because it gives Lawrence the opportunity to have time with the players. Yeah. And we know that because he came in not too long ago, as much time as he can get with his players, the better. Now, it's not going to be the full strength squad, but it's still players from our local league and Central America. Guys from Honduras and Mexico were selected for the squad. Yeah. But from the list, Andre, I see some surprises, some faces that I haven't seen in a while or are pretty new to the team. They include the likes of Sean Powell, Deontay Marshall, who plays in Mexico for Murciélagos. Also, we have the likes of Gerald Brito, who plays in Honduras for Honduras Progreso. And also, Leston Paul makes his way back into the squad. So apart from that, the usual local suspects, such as Michael Williams, the outstanding Curtis Gonzalez, makes their way into the squad. He played outstanding in the two games against Mexico and Panama. So, and Winchester as well makes his way back and competes with Botswain for that striker off the bench option. And I would like to see Winchester play because against Haiti, he played fantastic on his birthday, scoring those goals. But he was not selected for the last World Cup qualifiers. So I would like to see how Winchester is under Lawrence and his competition with Botswain. Andre, who do you think Lawrence may choose as the option off the bench? I mean, Winchester has been more experienced, and Botswain has been the guy on form recently.
Yep, the thing is, their characteristics are very different, so that may decide how Lawrence is going to play with them. Winchester is more of a false nine, holding the ball up with his back and then turning and dribbling. Botswain is more of I shouldn't say a traditional number 9 because he is very mobile, he's hard-working, but the characteristics are very, Winchester is run at the ball at your feet, and, Botswain is the kind of guy who will probably give you more of an aerial threat. Yeah. So it's down to Dennis Lawrence's preference, but what I've noticed just by observation is that he has his core players, he has the international players, and he called back some of them, like Deontay Marshall returned, he disappeared for a while, and it seems as if he's trying to give the new guys some international experience, because that transition from club to international football, especially from pro league level and regionally, is no matter what people say, people love to say, let's call up this guy, let's call up that guy, but it is a transition period. They're not all Messis and I hate to say Higuain, but you know what I mean. Yeah, Dybalas and so on. And even then, they have adjustment periods as well. And what it looks to me is that Lawrence wants to give these guys international playing time, competitive games at a national level. And that's why his call-ups are exciting for me. Because what it means to me is that he's going to chisel and we basically round off his team to what he likes. Now, the usual suspects will come back in, and it serves as viable options for when we have to play in the very crucial qualifiers. So to answer your question, I think it's kind of hard to say, but I think he may start with Winchester. Because he has that experience before, and then allow Botswain to come in. Who knows, he may even play two of them at the same time. Who knows? We don't know. Dennis Lawrence is still, I think in a short period of time, he still is tweaking little things. I like the fact that he has taken initiative to really get the local guys in there, because it gives us more options, because there's Kenwin Jones, Willis Plaza, and those guys. And for a little while, we didn't have that much options. Yes, we had Winchester. And, it's good to have fresh talent coming in. There's Roach as well, who's not really there. I think he got cut from the final 24. But I'm excited to see how this goes. Kevin, a lot of people are saying that Botswain should have been in the team sooner, and this goes back to the original question. Do you think he is going to start?
I think so. The reason being is that first guy off the bench he chose against Mexico and Panama was Botswain. And Lawrence strikes me the kind of guy that he isn't afraid to make changes. He isn't afraid to ruffle a few feathers. And with Jones, yes, he starts, but he actually took Jones off earlier than maybe other coaches would have, and gave Botswin a chance. And remember, he ran in on goal and had that shot in the qualifier. So he's not afraid to try Botswin, and he really impressed Lawrence in that pre-qualifier friendly against Barbados, really. But I like to see Hashim Arcia and Heaton Hector start this game because, again, if any of our midfield guys go down, or like Hodge or Highland, then these are the guys who are going to come in, Arcia or Hector. Yep. Hector got a bit of play in the last qualifier, but he needs more time because he's a guy that once he's in the mood and once he has his foot on the ball, good things happen. So good stuff.
Yeah, interesting point there. You could see that he's working on the midfield, and I'm very impressed with that. I mean, Hart did it as well, but in a short period of time, he clearly has a very specific plan. He didn't just come in aimlessly doing things. He obviously went to each game. He has been going around, and he has a huge emphasis on data on players, much like Hart as well. So it's showing his decisions are not random. He is using, there's a method to his, I don't want to say method to his madness because it's not madness. This is how football should be. He's trying to build a core base of players, and it's not just randomly, I'm going to choose this guy because he was good. Kevin and I had the honor of interacting with him, understanding his methodology a little bit, and I would love if he gets the patience. And you can see he's trying new things. So, example, he brought up the midfield. Heaton Hector, also Leston Paul, who's now at Northeast Stars now. He's a very solid midfielder, along with Shawnee Silva, who didn't make it this time around. But you can see where he's going. He's trying to get alternative options. One area I'm concerned about is that we have been improving in our interplay in the midfield. I mean, for those of you who looked at the Mexico game, I don't think anybody could complain about how our passing was. We looked very comfortable on the ball. And that's something that we started with Hart gave us that confidence, and Dennis Lawrence seems to be just cementing that. My biggest concern has always been we seem to have little momentary lapses. We conceded another goal from a set play once again. And it's an area where Dennis Lawrence, Saul Campbell, and those guys will be looking at. So hopefully they'll iron these things out. And it's an interesting, I'm happy with the lineup. You can never really please everyone with the lineup. There are always people that could probably be left out. And you can let us know who you think should have been in the squad in the comment section below. So we'll see how it turns out. Saturday is a game, Kevin. Yeah. So I don't know if there's anything else you want to add.
It's going to be good preparation and a good run out for these guys. The centre-back partnership of Cyrus and Gonzalez, I was utmost impressed with in the qualifiers. I think they were so good. I think Lawrence is going to play them for the upcoming 2 games. But it's going to be a good run out in time for the next game, which is vital. It's going to be in the US, against the US. I think it's going to be in Colorado. So the more time, the more game time these guys have together, that bond will be able to foster, and their play would even be better. So I'm looking forward.
Yep, so it's an exciting, the task, make no mistake, we have an uphill task. We didn't do ourselves any favors at how things were done in terms of, how things were done from the qualification period till now. I still think we had a nice momentum going when Stephen Hart was around, but whatever, things have been improving. So guys, we are here at the lovely Raw Fitness Center, and we are not just at the Raw Fitness Center, but we are at Football Planet. Sound like an alien. Yes, but it's a lovely place. They have lots of merchandise. They're very new to the scene. You can check them out. Kevin and I already have our hands on some of their gear.
Yeah, good merch.
Yeah, so for you people, the upcoming Champions League games, if you want to do Juventus, Atletico Madrid, whatever, come and get it. If you don't like any of those teams, you can probably get it here as well. Yeah. So, Kevin, where can we find you?
Kev868 on Twitter and Instagram, Andrew.
You can find me at Andrew Suklal on Twitter and Instagram. Be sure to like our Facebook page, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Extra Time TV TT. Because when you do those things, you automatically qualify for a chance to win a copy of
FIFA 17.
And also a chance to win tickets to upcoming games with Trinidad Tobago. Yeah. Both men and women, and also the youth levels. We cannot forget that.
Big game in September.
Oh yes, so we have lots of games coming up, lots of things going on in Trinidad. So make sure, like, subscribe, because just do it.
Yep, and leave questions because you answer them all.
Yes.
Okay guys, so that wraps things up of this episode of Extra Time TV. Be sure to tune in next time and like and subscribe. Check us out below.